So we go back up to the start for a heat in the Fawley, which is for boys quads between Abingdon School and King's School Worcester.
Attention! Go!
A long hold there between the attention and the go for those blades to get buried. You see both crews look like they're getting away quite well to me there.
So the distinctive pink of the Abingdon School on the left-hand side of your picture, and the white blades of the King's School Worcester on the right-hand side of your picture. Again, it's quite tricky. It's very tricky to steer a quad. They're fast-moving boats. They don't have a coxswain. They have to steer again with blade pressure, combination of blade pressure and steering force. And the Abingdon School, just as I said that, maybe I jinxed them. It's very tough there. I remember, you know, coming down this course, the tricky bit is between the buoys and the booms starting.
Well, I think you're very nervous, aren't you, when you've got those buoys there? You can hit a buoy and it's not a problem. You hit one of those wooden booms at the bottom of the picture and it could be race over.
But despite that, Abingdon have got away clear. They've got a good lead, and it might have been even greater had they got their steering straight. So you might expect them to keep moving away. They are the selected crew for this regatta. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting actually. Abingdon School, frequent winners of the Prince Elizabeth, but never won the Fawley. It's quite a late call for them to enter the Fawley.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting choice, isn't it, for these big schools, whether they choose to put 4 into the quad or whether they go for it in the Princess Elizabeth Cup. But for me, these King's School Worcester boys are hanging in well. They won the B final of championship quads at the National Schools Regatta, so they've got some form. And I like the way they're sculling. I like the fact that they're hanging in there.
And again, we can see the length of, for both of the crews, you can see the length of stroke, get the knees up to vertical. What you're always looking for here, a good shot to show this, is at what point, I just really cut away there, at what point they managed to put the blades in. How far up the side are they?
Yeah, and I guess what we've seen now is that they go down, they're coming down really towards the enclosure. Abingdon have been able to dominate this. And yeah, the crew from King's School Worcester slightly look a bit more ragged in front of us. Actually, they were the under-16 quad champs at the National Schools Regatta last year, J16 champs. So they should have a whole nother year in 2017 if they can come back, and hopefully they'll have learned a lot from this experience.
They looked good at, you know, at the start of the course. They were holding their technique, but they're looking tired now. They put in a good fight. And Abingdon crew, it looks like so far it's paying off for them. They've been focusing on sweep this year, but felt that maybe it was more, they had a more competitive chance in this quads event. And so they've swapped over. Now they've been able to drop it right down, save their energy for the next races. Good push and run, just pulling it into the finish.
Just interesting to see the crew there on the inside winning. We've had 34 races so far today. 17 have been won by the crew on Berkshire and 17 have been won by the crew on Buckinghamshire. So good to see an even split of wins across the course as we come through here, coming through 12 noon, and we see Abingdon there taking the win in the Fawley ahead of King's School Worcester just coming down to the line now. And I bid farewell to Alison Mowbray, and I'm joined in the commentary box by James Cracknell.
Morning, Greg.
Morning, good to see you as we see that confirmed there, that that's a win for Abingdon ahead of Worcester in the Fawley.